All right, our last run did not go well. So I wanna give this a try again, but I'm not sure that Time Father is the one that we want to go with. I want to go for a bit of like a morsel consuming deck type of thing. And I'm not sure what we need to make that happen. Applies Frozen to all non-blight. We don't need that. After playing a card, your primary and ally. Decisions. I think I want to play a run around with the with the Pyre of Dominion, but I don't think this is that run. Maybe Savagery is interesting. Covenant 6, we haven't gotten a win yet. Do I prefer Mix over that? So we're gonna get like a lot of Rage and a lot of Sap. I don't know that I'm that excited about Rage and Sap. Maybe this is the wrong allied Coven to go with. What do we like here? We want to be consuming a bunch of morsels. And then I was thinking it would be useful to have, I think it is useful maybe to have some weaponry. So let's try it out again. But like I said, this went decidedly poorly last time. All right, Packed Morsels are interesting. It's Alive is good. The Meat Hook Man is fine. Let's see what we're working with. Cards and packs and units, unit banners come with a random upgrade. Capricious Reflection is interesting. Golden Idol is also interesting. We'll try it out. We're going big and tramply here. We're going big and tramply. Means you can only fit one morsel. Which is a little spicy. Oh. Do I don't really want to take like random pyre damage here. So let's do that. Get ourselves a Morsel Miner. Don't mind it. I don't have a great way to kill these if stuff isn't coming out. That's a little bit... Yeah, we're going to have to leave more space on our floors here, I think. Like, I don't think we're going to have a hard time here. Yeah, we are relatively large. I figured that would be the nicer top up, but yeah, we are experiencing some struggles until we get a little more space. Mine Collapse, Holdover, a Tumbra Assault is nice, and it's not coming with a Calcified Ember, so we like that. A Vampire's Tooth. This gives us like permanent this. The It's Alive is also interesting, but the Calcified Ember is a little bit like something that I don't want to deal with. I think Vampire's Tooth. Oh, it's coming with regen. That does us no good. That's fine. The Tumbra Assault means that we can kill our own stuff at least. What's on offer? An Endless Morsel Master or a Rage Morsel Maker. We don't really have anything that's consuming them at the moment, but these are both size 1. If we grab this guy, put him on the same floor, that means that our guy is eating, but is only eating 2 per turn, and we don't get to pick what they are. I think the Morsel Master is better. The Endless is not a big improvement, though, honestly. Remove Consume on a pack of morsels. A Tumbra needs to hit harder. And that's probably it for now. Except that I think we absolutely need to get rid of, like, all of our stewards. Unfortunately. Okay, so one of the problems that we have is that if we put the Morsel Master right now on the same floor as our boss, we have no space for morsels, which is less than ideal. Do we have another? We don't have another. So we're gonna feed Meat Hands here. Meat Hands is gonna be eaten good, but that's gonna be everybody we're gonna play. Okay. Not sure that that was the right placement, but we do need it to die for sure. Yeah, getting more space, I think, is going to be quite necessary. Okay. Okay, so what we can do is if we do this, and do this, we switch you to a Vampire Fang and you instantly just live. Now, can we do that without leaving the Vengeful Shard? Question mark. Did I do anything unnecessary there? No, because the Vampiric Shard costs 1. If I do this, do you survive? No. Because this guy doesn't get eaten. The morsel doesn't get eaten, which means that... Is there any way... what just happens if I just do this? We also win. Then we can play the Vengeful Shard. And then... Doesn't really matter what else we do. Yeah, does not matter. Okay. Spellchain Morsel Miner seems good. Oh, we do get the Calcified Ember, though. Am I thinking about that? It's Purge, so we only need to use it up once. This being cheaper, no. Apply 1 Reanimate. Friendly unit gains 2 lifesteal and that. Or Forevermore Serum with Permafrost. It's like we're not adding anything to the deck at all, is what I'm going to tell myself. I think we need the unit. We need something that can consume morsels. None of these can consume morsels. Yeah, Large Stone and Avarice don't do it. Don't think any of those are particularly good. Like, none of this really is alluring, unfortunately. Okay, so we get... This costs 2, but we can get triple stack, gain 5 magic power, or spell cost -4. I don't think... We've created a deck that's pretty cheap, so unfortunately I don't think that one works. Triple stack. Am I missing anything? You get triple stack on that. I don't think so, though. Unfortunate. Is there really nothing that we can get out of this? It feels so bad. We need to get more floor size. That's for definite. I don't really want to reroll, but... If Hook Hands is going to be eating for the time being, my temptation is to make him a little tanky. Not loving the way I just spent that money. Hate leaving energy on the table there. Let's make you more tanky to begin with. Maybe having our hero eat something would have been preferable. Can we get anything better? Yeah, that's better. Okay. There's a temptation to play an erratic assistant. Down here, what I should do is down here I should play one before I get much further. But we definitely need more going on down here. So what I was saying is I can do this. And then I can do this. I can do this. And toss a reanimate here just so that we're ready. And, like, I don't think we're doing any better than that, so... So do you get bigger every time you slay? Enemy unit dies on the floor. Yeah, so technically you do. Okay, we'll get that going. Get the Vengeful Shard going. Do some damage. Need to make that free, also. But yeah, we're making the boss slightly larger, which is probably ill-advised, at least slightly. I think that's good to put there. We get double procs out of that, but we could have played the assistant if we wanted to. I think we're okay though. Oh, I wonder if the morsels trigger the rage. Like when we eat the morsel, I think it does give us rage. That's interesting. I think we can win either way. So I think it's fine to let us die. Okay, so the issue is that the Vampire Fang does not proc each time. That's my aha moment here. We win either way. I should have stunned the boss with that, but Furnace Tap is always interesting. Transfer the attack and buff and debuffs to the front friendly unit. Friendly units gain 8 spikes on summon and reanimate. Furnace Tap is just nutty. But Ember Drain 4 is also terrifying, and I don't think we have an easy way to handle it. Equipped, the equipment is removed, gain multi-strike. Already has quick. Plague Doctor is also strong, but an endless Plague Doctor doesn't really interest me, and I think we absolutely need the space. Okay, can we... This is probably the better way. I don't want to make him any bigger, so... We can remove Consume from Forevermore. Seems strong. This I need to be free. And that's all she wrote, I think. Duplicate is definitely going for Making of a Morsel. Just so good with Spell Chain and being free. That's probably okay to do. The lack of draw is feeling a little unfortunate. Our engine needs to start going here, which means we need to draw at least one of our freaking disposable weapon providers, because they're just not showing up, which is concerning. I think I need to greed doing that on you. Because otherwise we're not going to get it. Okay, so let's see. So... soon we'll be happy about these things. If I use It's Alive, then you don't die. So maybe I need to use It's Alive first, it looks like. Then we get to play out our whole hand. Alright. So we make you stronger. We nuke you. Place you down. We play the Shade Splitter. And then I like this here. And I like this here. I like making you more durable. Alright. I think that's about as good as we're going to get. Okay, so this gives you multi-strike, which is like super cool. So we just want all these to die. That's fine. And then I guess we'll just do that. Okay. We play that. We do that for sure. If we swap that to that, we play the packed morsels. I feel like we stack mostly here, and then we do this and this. Okay. Okay. That might be strong. I might not want to waste weapons on him. That might be a thing that I need to consider. That's plus 36 plus 36, which is like an exceptionally large amount of stuff. And it does not matter because we're getting the kill with our main duder here, just thanks to the power of lifesteal. Okay. To the victor go the spoilers. I do like a cannibalize. Holdover gem trove. I don't know how we make that work. Cannibalize though. More morsels to pick from. So weaponized prosthetic holdover. We make it free, and then every time we gain multi-strike, we remove it. Seems insane. Yeah, I think we grab that. I think it's going to be interesting. Let's see. We can get an equipment. I don't think we need a Lazarus thing. We do. We would still benefit from some spell upgrades, but I also think we haven't really invested in anything other than our hero, and even then, not really. Quick is kind of cool for our boss. Can't be quick twice. I don't know that we need to make you bigger. Although, because of the size of the floor, this doesn't actually remove a morsel. So maybe we do that. And I don't think we spend on anything else here. The Plague Doctor. Gained a random graft unit. Gain a random equipment. Graft a random equipment onto a unit. Do I have to own that? Or graft an equipment from your deck on a unit. I don't think I have... I must have an equipment. I do. I have a Swift Steel Dagger. I don't think that's going to be grafted on someone good. So let's do graft a random equipment on a unit. Is this automatically going to give you multi-strike? One? What equipment got grafted? Meat shield. Okay. Well, if he comes in with one multi-hit, that was totally worth it. And if he doesn't, I am filled with regret. Let's see. I think we purge another train steward. But either way, that means that when we graft the weapon thing, we're going to be in good shape. Yeah, we'll reanimate never killed anyone. A little reanimate never killed anyone. That is something that someone who gets killed by someone with reanimate says. You're a large boy now. Okay, I'm immediately seeing... Okay, so you do come in with that. Remove an equipment from a unit and apply 30. Oh, you... Wait. I actually don't understand what's going on here. Okay, so we're going to do this. We get one of these. We're going to cannibalize it. And then... Yeah, what happened... Equipment attached to this unit is removed. Oh, so we can't use weaponized prosthetic. I see. I understand now. Okay. So let's see. I think that's a good one to put there because doubling that is really nice. And then I think we can do that. We can hold over it, and then we can play both of these. So everybody's growing a little bit. We didn't get the kill on the first round of things, but... And then it's really hard to just... Yeah, I think we do like that. Now that... Oh, that messes up... That messes things up a little bit, I just realized. So we need to be careful about that. Because him being quick means that he doesn't heal right away. Yeah. Yeah, okay, his trample and lifesteal means that we don't really like what I just did there. But that's okay. We'll learn the hard way and not do it again in the future. Okay, so let's see. I think we put that there. We put this here. Check out to see. Hate that I just did that, but let's see. Put that out. I'll put that out. I'm not gonna cry over spilt milk. The fact that that guy survives is my punishment for poor play. I gotta say, 5x quick. There's good things going on here. But yeah, in hindsight, the quick in particular was probably a less than ideal play. This guy is just too big not to, and he does not suffer from some of the other problems that we have with sap on the lower floor. I think that's a little busted. If I do say so myself. We'll play the packed morsels. We don't care for this one that much. So put that out there, pop that. And then... The doubling up on these just makes this guy so big. I can't really resist. And I probably should have used a Tumbril Assault on that guy. To get another equipment, but... I think it's worth getting rid of that. We'll get 2 scissors, and And that means 2 more multi-hit for this gentleman, getting him up to 8 multi-hit, which might be a little broken. I fear this may be slightly strong. Okay. I think we got a run on our hands. Grovel double stack. Apply to a free Ember Cache that creates 3 gain 2 draw. I think that's worth it. Organ Harvester, because it gets destroyed, isn't that interesting? Risky operation for a calcified Ember isn't worth it either. I actually think Organ Harvester on our hero is potentially strong, so I'm going to grab it. More removal seems pretty good. We'll take a look at some trinkets. We could get a morsel trinket that could be a game-changing thing. The Steward is still fine. The weaponized prosthetic is, like, not going to work. We have another sink, so unfortunately I'm going to remove that. And then Sanguine Assistant. It's another weapon, so I'm fine with it. I think I'm just going to get rid of one of our Shade Splitters. Okay, let's see. Gorge triggers an additional time. Yarp. When you play spells in hands that cost less. All of our spells are so cheap, I don't actually think that that's that good. Do we want to reroll? I think we save our money. All right. He do be a big boy, though. So the problem is getting our boss here to the appropriate size to be able to start getting some kills. Like, can I really afford to not put these here? Feels hard to justify. Like, clearly getting our boss a little bigger. Like, if we're always going to have 140 units, it's going to take a while for us to get big enough. And I think we need to do that, unfortunately. We can't fully invest in our boss right off the bat because getting 2 stacks of those is just so insane. I don't want to go quick on you. You're dying because you're taking a hit from the boss. That does the job. So does that mean that I'm just tossing the quick on you too for another multi-hit? Certainly feels that way. Getting him bigger, though, is a priority. But making him quick is only bad for business. So I don't want to do that anymore. I think I'd rather have a morsel right now. I want this guy to start getting some... Well, he doesn't have the appropriate thing that makes him care about that. And I'm not growing this guy a little bit. Probably an error. But I'm trying to get this guy up to the point where he at least kills something. Okay, so I actually think it is better to Autumnal Assault my own stuff to get another multi-hit going here sooner. And then... this guy's quick, so his chances of preserving damage shield are, like, high. All right. I don't mind this morsel dying. Do I want to use the hook hand? Otherwise, we're not probably going to use it. So I could get more multi-hit up here, but we'll get it next turn anyways, so I don't think there's any value to it. We'll do that. I think we can safely do this. Also, the fact that our Organ Harvester is, like, living La Vida Loca is not helping at the moment. Completely MIA. The smart play is obviously to put Reanimate on our multi-hit 7 quick Destroyer of Worlds. Multi-hit 9? It seems like a lot. Let's create something that we don't care about, that we can then cannibalize. And then I'm just thrilled to have a bunch of lifesteal there, and then that is the exact number that we needed. All right, well. Oh, my word. So now we got Reanimate on our main boss, too, which is nice. So good there. Let's see. Get some of that going. Get some of this going. This is going to be an underwhelming one from a... from a what we're able to do perspective. How about you... wait. Oh, yeah, we have a damage shield. Let's preserve the damage shield. There's something really satisfying about the fact that our boss is going to literally kill all 3 of those on the first attack, which is pretty sweet. Let's see. Can't kill you. Here's what we can do. We can put this down. This is already a win, so I don't know why I'm bothering to do any of this. But that's a 9 times 258 quick duder. And we had 5 Reanimate on our main boss, which is not terrible. Consume, add, trample. We kind of gotta, don't we? I don't think we need more space. So we need more draw? Yeah, I think so. Like, I think we just barely have the right amount of space. So I'm, like, very content with that. And then... I I think we have some spells that could use attention, and I wouldn't mind getting another equipment. This could go pretty hard with our boss, but I think the organ grinder is better. Boiler room is basically infinite energy, so I think we do probably want to do that. Let's make you even more ridiculous on Gorge. And now... I want that to be cheaper, that's fine. Having something that heals our pyre is kind of interesting. It's a weird one, but I think it's potentially worth it. I am going to do a reroll too. Hold over, free cannibalize. If it works, it's great. Intrinsic -1. It's probably fine. Consume and -2 we don't need. Consume and that we don't need. Okay. I think we got some good stuff there. I think we blow up the Penitent Pyre pretty handily. There's a small possibility that this guy just like, no, he's too big to immediately die. So I think we're just fine. Okay, we are not just fine. Now we're just fine. Okay, mistakes were made because I think these would have been... No, I mean, I guess mistakes might be too strong. Okay. I actually think that turn went really well, despite my best efforts. We want to get these available as soon as possible. You are a bad morsel, and you should feel bad, so we'll do that. You need more multi-hit, obviously. We get to play the rest of these. And then I think we do double this. We put one of those there. I think we double the energy for next turn, and we do that. Okay, probably not exactly the way I wanted that to go. A lot of those morsels up top got smoked, but very much like to get the Organ Harvester this turn. Okay. Put that there. This one is fine. Can use it for sacrifice. I think I want to give some love down here, even though... Hold on. Let's do this. And that. To get you up to 7 multi-hit. And then... Keeping the lifesteal up on this guy feels like a really good maintenance step for us to be taking. Alright. Wait, what the heck happened down here? I think there must be a trigger on the bottom floor, because we were in good shape when I started out that turn. And in Can't, everyone gets +5. Aha. Well, maybe just don't do that. How does that sound? I can happily put that guy there. We can do this. Put this up here and then cannibalize it. Did the ordering on that might have been slightly off. Because all these are going to die anyways. Might as well put them up here, though. Regardless. Okay. We at least get one reanimate trigger out of Organ Harvester on this one, which is nice. I so want to play this. Well, maybe we can get enough value without that it's okay for me to play this. We did all that without spending any energy. We do lose a Tumbra Assault, but getting rid of that, getting that out of our deck, I think is very good. Okay, so I love the idea of this guy having trample too. Hopefully you can't blame me. This is actually quite perfect because we should get an energy for that. No, we only get the energy when we gorge, I guess. Let's see. I'm trying to keep this guy down here healthy. I think our monstrosity on the middle floor is doing just fine. Oh, let's not encamp there. That was one of my previous errors, apparently. There is something he said for the fact that I don't think anybody's getting past our first line of defense, and then what's waiting on floor 2 is nightmare fuel. Yep. Heal our pyre a little bit. Yeah, so it's good to remember that that shouldn't go on any other floor. These can go there. Okay. I think we're strong. And I like that we're strong on 2 floors. We could even become strong on a 3rd floor, but that might be unrealistic. Ember Cache? I mean, there's like no downside to an intrinsic Ember Cache. We learned our lesson with Weaponized Prosthetic. I don't think any of those really do it for me. Spells or armaments. Another weapon isn't the worst. But what could we duplicate? I mean, we could duplicate our Hydra armed horror. That's not insane, actually. It might take us a while to deploy him, but I think it's worth doing. Quite something. And then I think if we're doing that, we have our plan for the 3 floors. Does the meat hook exist in the plan? Yeah, I think so. Which will mean that we can remove like another Shade Splitter, which is probably fine. Okay, let's see. Spell Chain. Spell Chain on an intrinsic Ember Cache. Kind of interesting. Packed Morsels not getting consumed. Potentially good. Probably should look at our artifacts before we go too much further. Unstable does more. Spell cards with consume deal more. Equipped gain 10 armor. I'm going to reroll this. I don't see. Friendly units enter with lifesteal. Advance the back unit. The only one that's interesting there is that, but that's a devastating set of things that we just got there. I think we intrinsic that. We make the Shade Splitters cheaper. We permafrost. Packed Morsels, but that's not changing the game much for us. And then I guess we come back and we get Jack Strips. Okay, we got something interesting going on here. Seraph enchants your units with 10 sap and adds Curse of Entropy to your deck on resolve. 10 sap is like a lot of sap. Just want to throw it out there. Controversial ordering potentially there, but how does this work? How do we survive the first round here? We might just toss this guy out as a sacrificial lamb. That might be a starting point. Make you a little bigger. You having lifesteal. Why? Oh, because you're quick. I forgot. True facts. All right, we'll do, I think, that there, that there, that there, and then do that there. Oh, the wrong one ate it. Damn it. That was not the plan. Oh, we don't have enough equipment to get both of these guys going off like crazy. I just realized. I have taken a risk here by putting this guy in harm's way. Not a good risk, it would seem. I kind of need the meat hook guy to die. Like, actually, why is so little damage being hit? Is it because he has Titanite? It is. I am instantly filled with regret for that foolishness, apparently. Okay, So let's see. So we're gonna do. The struggle is real though here. Putting our meat hook man down here is really harming the plan, as it were. I want. Can you? Is there any chance that you dying now doesn't kill our boss? Or that there is a way that we can avoid it killing our boss? Yes. Okay. I think this is a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Now we do need. I'm still struggling to keep our boss alive. Sap on all floors is like so wildly annoying. Hate to do it, but I think it is the way. And I think I will. I'm gonna do this because I am concerned that we're not gonna be able to keep our boss fed. He's really on the edge. And at some point, we're going to run out of these guys. We're pretty far off right now. Doesn't seem like there's a way to keep him alive right now. Am I just at peace with that? Or do we try it again? I think we try this turn again. Not sure. I'm not sure what we would need to do to... I think I am going to play these. Which only harms the plan. And then... doing that is certainly important. Yeah, I don't think there's any saving him. Yep. Alright. Well, that's a bummer. We also didn't get to, I think if we had gotten our reanimate thing not in the bottom 4 cards of our deck for a second time, we might have been okay. But yeah, here it is. Thanks, game. Our middle floor remains pretty dominant, though. I like the fact that he hits with, like, all of his hands. It's very satisfying. Let's see. Do we have any good morsels here? You're probably one of the worst, so let's do that, and we'll cannibalize, and then we'll start distributing. And then we'll just get rid of these. Also, the excavated embers have been extremely hard to come by. Okay, so we know what we're putting on this floor. Okay, so what we do now is I think we play a damage shield. Oh, that puts us one over. I was going to cannibalize. All right, doesn't really matter. We can do this. We can do this, and then... we can do that. I'm still not thrilled that we lost our boss, but also letting the morsels die on this floor was good for business. We'll do this, and then we can do that. We can do this. I don't know why I'm fishing. We're already very much winning. But yeah. That is a 200 times 10 attack. All right, well, if we roll the way we rolled last time, our Titan fight may not go well, but it would be cool to be able to. It would be cool to be able to keep our hero alive. At least we have some pyre health this time. I also wish we had a little more deployment energy, because getting the Morsel Master out sooner rather than later would be cool. Can we... I really, 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 really don't want to... Okay. This is probably... We're gonna try an unorthodox approach here. Okay. We can do that, and then... we have a lot of these, so I'm going to put 2 here. I put 2 here. I'm going to put this here. This is the least valuable, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that, and that, and that, and then these guys are each going to get the It's Alives, because why not? Okay. Not a terrible first round, I feel like. Everybody's living. People are eating. People are gorging. We like the gorging. Okay, let's see. Boom. Boom. Get poked. I think definitely want to do that. Definitely want to do that. And that. And then don't entirely love the fact that I feel like we are... terrifying that we're taking this much damage, I feel like. Okay. Alright. We need, like, more healing everywhere, is part of what I'm feeling. Picking up this early, though, is nice. That doesn't allow you to survive. Just help me understand why. It's the 10 corruption that's getting you? We don't have a great answer for that corruption. Can do that. Okay, that keeps you alive, which is good. Because we need everybody to survive this turn. Why are you still dying? You're hitting for 24 with trample. Extremely unpleasant. Does that keep you alive? Ugh. We may be having a hard time there. I'm trying to put bigger bodies here. Okay, so that helps. Then you can get lifesteal, which means that later on you'll be okay. But we absolutely need some help for you. I need more morsels. That's a damage shield. That's a pretty good one. We can put basically anything up there, I think, and it'll be okay. Don't like that we're not using the firelight, but I'm not sure we have this one. I think we're gonna have a hard time keeping everybody alive. We are starting to make progress, though. Like, the progress is being had. Let's see. Let's place down a low-value morsel and cannibalize it. Right, so I think what we need to do is we need to keep on scaling and life stealing as much as humanly possible. Okay, I mean, I'm not mad at it. That was incredibly close to killing our hero. That was like not good. Okay, there isn't a morsel that we can. Oh, there isn't a morsel that we can kill. Oh, this is not good. Oh, we can do this though, which gets us an extra multi-hit here, which I think is good. Then this one, we can transition into there, and then I think we have to do that. And then we let the lifesteal fall off there, so that's the danger zone. Okay. The fact that nobody is dying is some small something. Our boss needs more something or other, though. That's not great. Okay, we'll start out with this. Okay, if any room is gonna pop off, it's probably this one. Okay, keeping you alive is fantastic. You're going to be a little harder to keep alive, I suspect. And down here, is there any chance that we keep you alive? Maybe with the serum we do? Okay, that's cool. Almost any morsel should save us here. Right? Yeah. Okay. Is there a world where you have 35, so if we put 2 morsels in front of you, I shouldn't have played them both so quickly. We only need 1 of those morsels to keep our dude alive. And much better for him to eat the other one. This is very dicey, though. Shouldn't let the incant happen there. It was an error. Okay, so play this down here. Maybe it's not worth, and it's worth just doing it this way, because then we're investing less in keeping this guy alive. That seems very reasonable. That keeps you alive, but then we can cannibalize that to do that, and now you get to eat one of those, which is huge. This keeps you alive. If I remember that correctly, I do. We need to play that, and I think we do want to play that to keep that moving forward, and then we do that. Okay. The fact that everyone is surviving right now is huge. Boy, oh boy. So you're healing for 48. It's not as much as I would like you to be healing for. I think this does go down here, but it's a little late. Three multi-hit means that I think you get the kill regardless. The lack of ways to create morsels at this moment is a little bit killer. You have lifesteal. So the first time you hit, you go back up to full. But then do you immediately die? I'm going to try something that looks a little weird here. So if we do that, let me do this. Let me do this. Still no damage on the board. Okay, well that doesn't strike me as the right way to play that turn then. I was thinking maybe we could get a few hits in, but it looks like I may still do that, but it looks like we place all of the value on this floor instead. We are getting the kill, so it's like, I think it's all in on this one, and we just pray. That does nothing, so we probably don't do that. We do that. This is looking a little like GG. Oh, I forgot you were endless, too. You're just getting hit for 20 plus corruption. So we can do that, and we can give you lifesteal so that next turn you're good to go. I think we win. Well, except I don't know how the trample is going to work here. Okay, the trample did not work the way that I wanted it to. So we need to do a little more damage here. It looks like we are getting the win here. And it looks like you're getting the kill. You absolute monster. How very curious of you. All right, this was certainly a weird run. It did not go off without a hitch, so we definitely had to finagle things a little bit to make them work, but it looks like we're going to hit you. How is this ending? Hold on. I want to watch this because it feels like we're going to hit this guy and that he's just going to take the hit, and then this guy's not going to take a hit. And it feels like this guy has to do the kill. But it doesn't seem like that's what's happening. Okay, so you hit my pyre. Okay. Then down here. Okay, so it looks like when he's at 1 hit point, you do bypass him. Interesting. Okay. That was a very unique run. I didn't see that one going the way that it did, but I'm pleased that it did. Umbra level up, we get Cave In. Cave In is a fantastic card for making things stack ridiculously. Abandoned Tumbra. At the start of turn, add a common or uncommon morsel to hand. We love that. Maybe. Kindle. Double your energy. And the Alloyed Construct. Gorge, gain 1 fuel. Such a when it goes bad, it goes real bad. There is no longer an empty wave before bosses. So your brief respite is no longer so brief. A very nice run. All right, well, I think that's going to do it for me on this one. Thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the Monster Train, definitely hit that sub button, toss me a like. Yeah, other than that, I'm just doing this till I kill time. I've had a very, very stressful time at work. So I realize some of the other videos haven't been coming out. C'est la vie. Anyways, take it easy. See you in the next one. Bye.